If you're getting into Lost Ark and you like using mana to cast spells with awesome visual effects, or you're just into the idea of having pointy ears, then you may have stumbled across the right class for you. The Mage class is going to offer you two options. The first of which is going to be the Bard. You probably guessed by the name that the Bard is going to use music to cast their magic through. She carries around this harp-like thing and it uses it to cast range attacks. Her primary is just going to cast out some music, and a lot of her abilities are ranged. She isn't going to be a massive damage dealer, but what's cool is that she offers quite a bit of AoE and CC effects. These effects are often combined in the abilities that you use, so that way you can have things like an area of effect that is going to slow enemies or push enemies away from you if you're surrounded. You could also throw out walls of music that'll protect you from enemies that are closing in the distance on you. Usually you're going to use these to keep enemies away from you and set up your teammates to do big damage to the opponents. She offers a lot of other types of support that can come in the form of traditional heals, reduced damage taken, increased crit damage on enemies, boosted attack speed, increased mana regen, and even more awesome things. Most of the time that you're casting these buffs, what's going to happen is it's going to buff you and your teammates, so that way you get some of the benefit if you decide that you want to level up solo as a bard. You're going to want to pay attention because as you're attacking enemies and using ability, the bars in the middle of your screen are going to fill up. Once you get at least one of these filled, you're going to be able to use two of the bard's identity abilities. Serenade of Valor is going to increase the damage of you and your party. The longer this buff is active, the more effective the damage increase is going to become. Serenade of Salvation is going to cast an AoE ability that heals yourself and your party over time. These abilities are going to be more effective the more bars that you have when you cast them, so if you want the maximum effectiveness, fill up all the bars, or if you just need to pop something to save yourself in a sticky situation, you could just pop it while you only have one bar full. If you're looking to fill the support role that basically every single group is going to need, then the Bard may be the class for you. The other option that the Mage class is going to offer you is the Sorceress. Similar to the Bard, basically all of her abilities are going to be ranged, but unlike the Bard, a lot of her abilities are going to do massive damage. Your attacks are going to come in a variety of different elements such as fire, ice, and lightning, all of which are going to tend to be large AoE damage effects. You're going to be able to create walls of fire, you can make it rain icicles, and you could shoot beams of lightning out of your hand, but no matter which element you choose to harness, you're basically going to be doing a lot of damage to a lot of enemies. On top of the massive damage that you're going to be outputting, you're also going to have some CC at your disposal to help keep enemies at a distance or knock them up into the air. But where the real fun is going to come in is when you get into your identity. As you fight, you're going to fill up the bar on the bottom of the screen, and once it gets up to 30% full, you're going to be able to unlock two abilities and use them. If you decide to cast the Magical Discharge ability, what's going to happen is it's going to increase your elemental damage and also shorten the cast time of some of your abilities. Like I said earlier, the bar only needs to be 30% full for you to be able to do this, but if you get the bar up to 100% on top of the things that I just mentioned, it's also going to reduce your cooldowns and buff the effects of your fire and lightning skills. Looking at the second ability, this is going to give you a blink. A blink is basically just a short teleport ability. Unlike Magical Discharge, which is going to use the full amount of the bar on the bottom of the screen, this ability is only going to use a fraction. What this means is you could use it once just to reposition or dodge an attack, or if you need to cover a lot of distance, you can cast it back to back. If you're looking at the higher levels, you can spec into a playstyle that relies on you doing massive burst damage, or a playstyle that involves casting a lot of your spells for consistent damage. But no matter what you do, if you master casting your identity abilities mixed in with your normal abilities, you're going to be able to be a mobile damage machine. If you're looking for other classes that rely a lot on magic and casting abilities, check out the martial artist right here. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as check out the Twitch stream down below. My name is Marcus, and thanks for watching.